thinking, where have I been? Where have I been missing all the time? I haven't posted any videos or anything. I know exactly what you mean and what you're thinking. I missed you guys so much. I've missed YouTube so much. Doing this thing that I love, I missed it so much. I just realized right now that I had so many things to do and life is so busy overall. It's been crazy for me to be able to vlog and to edit, but I just realized I've missed you guys so much. And I'm so glad I'm back, for now at least. So we can enjoy a cup of coffee together. It says peaceful mind, peaceful soul, peaceful vlogs, peaceful house. Hey, I just need to make my coffee first and I'm gonna tell you what's the news and everything that you've been missing. Okay, so basically you probably read the title already. We're moving. It's time for us to move. And I just realized that when I did the vlog that was a little bit more famous than the rest, it became a little bit more viral, if I could say that. I realized I didn't show you the house that we actually chose. I only showed you the house that I was building the furniture on and everything, but I didn't actually make a proper tour of the house, of the existing house. And I realized this would be such a good idea because I could probably show you the reality. I could show you of how actual life in Canada looks like for anybody who's interested. So I think the camera is like a little tilted, but I mean, you get my point. It's been a while that I haven't been doing this, so I'm gonna fix it right now. I'm not sure if I actually fixed it or I made it worse, but I mean, yeah, it's a little far for me to see, but okay. So let me make my coffee first. Okay, by the time you see this vlog, you're probably going to see this kitchen a little bit more because I will have probably posted a really interesting video. It's a collab with a very famous company that I was so excited about. And now I'm just gonna make a little bit of cream and put it in my coffee. So yeah, as I was saying, the time has come for us to move. We've been staying in this tiny studio apartment for almost 2 years. Like I've been staying for almost 2 years. And it has been a journey. It has been such a beautiful place for me to stay. I enjoyed it all the time. I've been, it has made me so happy living here. But I think that the phase now is gone. Now I thought that it was time for us to move on. And we decided to choose another apartment. It's a small one. It's still small, but at least it's a 1-bedroom. It's a little bit bigger. And you're going to see in the next vlogs for sure. It's a little bit more beautiful, I have to say, because it's new. This one is a little old and everything. But I tried everything to make it a little bit homey, to make it cozy. I'm going to show you in this tour right now. And you can see how my life has been this past almost 2 years, because it hasn't been actually 2 years, but almost 2 years here in Canada, living in this tiny studio apartment with my husband and my dog. And I'm going to show you the reality, what everything looks like when you live in Canada as an international student, that you don't want to spend a lot of money. And yeah, it's going to be a journey. Hi, Cookie. Can you say hi to my vlog, baby? Hi, Cookie. Hi, Jamer. Hi, Spiti, mi vogel. Want to say hi? You haven't seen the camera in a long time. Do you want to say hi in here? You want to sniff? Sniff here? So welcome to our little studio tour apartment. I'm gonna show you around moving from the entrance. So the thing that you first see over here is a tiny shelf that I got from Amazon resale store, which was like $7, and I was so happy about it. Of course, when you first come to Canada, everything looks really expensive and you actually can't afford many things. Now I'm gonna start with Cookie's crate, the one that we brought him in Canada with, and it's his little space, his little safe spot over here. He loves to stay in there if he wants to. And next it's this armchair that it was actually a gift from our friends, and we put it in here because we knew that we were going to move to a bigger apartment. So we decided to keep it here, even though it doesn't really stay here because it's really crowded. but you get my point. And we wanted to take it to the new apartment, find a space for it there, and it has become my reading chair. So it's my favorite spot to stay in the house, in the part of the living room. As you can see, this is part of the living room. And then we are in the other part of the living room, in where I'm sitting right now, which is the couch, the black couch, which I would never recommend getting a couch in a dark color when you have a dog with light hair. That's the worst thing you can do, because it shows every type of hair over there. It looks very dirty even though it's not. I try to clean it every time, but it looks dirty. So we didn't buy this one either. This was also a gift from my friends because they were moving out from their house, so they decided to give this couch to us. I'm gonna make a small note over here. We have not bought a lot of these things in our house. A lot of them are gifted or I don't know, gifted from our friends or people who have moved out already. So just so you know, this is why it doesn't look the best way possible. It looks a little bit weird, but yeah, because I try to make everything possible for every furniture that we needed. I just tried to put them together so it made sense for the space that we had. As you probably know, I'm an architect and interior designer, so I'm not proud of this space, of what I made with the space, because there's furniture are not the right ones, and also some of them are like different sizes, are not the best ones. But we have become maximalist in a tiny little studio apartment. You have no choice. We cannot stay without a lot of things. So yeah, I try to make the best of this space. So yeah, this is the black couch over here, and these are the two paintings. The one that you see here behind me is the 30 under 30 challenge that I made on Instagram. If you haven't seen it, you need to follow me on Instagram. I need to check this out. It was a really beautiful experience. I have on my Reels tab, I have all the videos of each of these tiny little drawings. They have a very special meaning to me before I turned 30 years old. So check it out. This is the final outcome. And then the next one is the beautiful drawing that I made of what I call the most beautiful view of Toronto, which is located near St. Lawrence Market area, and you can see the CN Tower, you can see the Flatiron Building, and a little bit of St. Lawrence Market Building as well, and the TD Towers on the background. But it's like a really city vibe for me with old and new together, and I just love that view. And also it's the view that I used to see every time I went to work, so you get the point as well. Moving on, we go to the bedroom, which is, it's the same room, guys. I just call it the living room and the bedroom because we have a invisible division over there. And we have our nightstands, mine and my husband's, and the bed, which is actually the only furniture that we actually bought here in Canada, and the ones that we actually own is the bed and the nightstand. So yeah, that's everything that we have ours in Canada. Okay, and the frames and stuff, but I mean, yeah. Well, and then I can show you my office space, which is actually a mix of a TV stand and also my office. This huge table that you see over there was actually a move-out gift from my friend Joy. She moved out from her house, and the new house that she was getting was not big enough to fit in this huge table, and somehow it could fit in our tiny apartment. And also I needed a desk, so I said, okay, bring it over. I'm just gonna use this one. And half of it is used as a TV stand. You can see the TV on top of it, and half of it is my desk where I do my work and my study and everything that I need. It's being smart about the space that you're using. Not the best choice, but since we do not really use the couch because it's actually not really comfortable, it's kind of hard to sit on, and we watch TV from our bed, so we just thought that this would be a feasible solution. Moving on to the kitchen, we have two little chairs that we use in our dining area and also the cooking area, because it's a small kitchen, we have to say that. But the kitchen in our new apartment is going to be smaller than this one, so I don't even know how we're going to do that. But I mean, I love the apartment and the house, so I said, okay, we're going to manage the small kitchen, I guess. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. You're going to tell me, guys, what to do. I'm going to need help from you. Okay, so this was pretty much the main room. This is the only room that we have in the house. It's as soon as you enter in the actual room. This is what studio apartments are. This is what open space layout is about. But we're lucky that we have an actual big space in front of the washroom, like before you go to the washroom, which is a closet space, and where we put everything, basically everything that we own, it's over there. We put our clothes. I try to divide them in the clothes that we hang and the clothes that we like trying to put over here separately. My space and Stevie's space is a little bit harder when you have such a small space, because you cannot actually have your own corner. It's a little bit hard. This is why we wanted to move as well. Sometimes you actually need that little corner or the little space. And my desk has been my little space usually, and the bed and also this tiny table over here has been Stevie's space. It's really good to have your own thing and also the common thing together. But yeah, in the closet area, which I tried to maximize space usage by putting these little shelves and the boxes under there, everything over there. I'm not going to show you my washroom, but you get the point. It's just a basic washroom with a 3-piece like washroom, like the wash bassinet, the sink, and the tub. Yeah. Oh my god, my English is not English in today, but I mean, you get my point. And yeah, this is it. This is our tiny little studio home, and this is the tour that I was going to show you. I will show you also the neighborhood. Okay, I'm going to show you the neighborhood as well. One of the reasons why we chose to stay in this studio in particular is because it's located downtown, and it's actually close to many places that we were going to, starting from my school and work, our workplace where we're working together. And it's actually really convenient. The location is perfectly convenient. We have a bus stop right outside of our building, and it's really close to both lines of the subway, the green line and the yellow line, line 1 and line 2. It's actually very convenient. The best part about this house, this apartment, has been the convenience. And also the best part about it, the actual convenience. If you live in Canada, you know how hard it is to actually have this luxury that we had, is having the grocery store right in front of our apartment, which is an actual big one and a cheap one. It's not an expensive one, I have to say. It's Food Basics. So it was really convenient for us. But the downside of it is that the neighborhood is not the best. Like, the neighborhood has a little bit of the crazies, some homeless people. Not that I have anything against stuff, of course, but it's not the cleanest either. So it's really convenient, and it's downtown. And of course you can say, what did you expect? It's downtown. Downtown is like that everywhere. Yes, for sure. But I feel like where we're going is a little bit quieter, and I think it was a good decision for us to move. And also the building apartment is actually old, like you don't have any amenities. And something that I've suffered, if I can say this way, during our stay here was the laundry that we don't have inside the apartment, and we had to go downstairs to do the laundry and to come back. And actually that's a big inconvenience, especially for me that I'm working all the time. It's really hard to find an empty washer and dryer and to plan my time. It took like half a day to do the laundry, and it's a long time. So that's something about the new apartment that we actually have, and I'm so glad about it. I'm so glad about it. But yeah, this is actually the tiny studio. I'm going to show you the new apartment as well. I'm not going to show you the neighborhood, because for this one I showed you the neighborhood because by the time you see the video, we have already moved out of this apartment. But yeah, I would recommend, if you actually starting out in Canada and you want to live alone, because this was something that we wanted to do as well. Also having the dog, this was really important. We decided to stay in a studio apartment together with my husband. There are also shared spaces that are pretty cheap. This is a little bit more expensive, I have to say that. But still, it's not as expensive as having an actual big apartment yourself. This is a tiny studio. And I would recommend it for people who are living alone or as a couple or with a child, if they could do that. I recommend getting a tiny studio space. The funny part is that this might look normal right now, but it usually is like this. We have a mirror that we don't have any place to put it right now in this tiny studio, but we took it because we found a place for it in the new apartment, and it's been staying like this for a while now. And I know it doesn't make sense, interior designerly. I know it doesn't make sense, but that's what happens when you're in between moving and you like find a new place, and you just have to find a spot for the new furniture that you're buying in the meantime. So yeah, we've been having a mirror in here. This is actual abstract art in interior design. You get my point, Okay, so this was a little bit vulnerable for me because I just shared the space that I've been living for almost 2 years in my life, and it's not the best one. Also, being an architect, it's not what I'm proud of in here, but it's just the beginning, it's the start, and this house has been my home for the past 2 years, and it helped me grow, it helped me become better, and also it helped me move on to this new apartment that we're going in. So it's a phase of life that I'm really glad that I went through, and also it was what I was looking for as a big change. So yeah, I really hope I made you, I just welcomed you a little bit in my space, and you'll really like this and enjoyed it. And I'm gonna show you the new apartment in a little bit. I don't know if it's gonna be in the same vlog or a different one, but yeah, you're gonna see the new one. And please let me know. I want to see your comments. I'm really glad that I get to show this and I get to do this with you, even though it's a little bit vulnerable for me. But like I said, YouTube is all about showing the real life, reality. And also this was the main point of this YouTube channel. I wanted to show you the ups and downs, the highs and lows of living in Canada as a new immigrant, as an international student. So yeah, this is it, and cheers.